Hello Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 16th going to the 22nd of October. So let's dive in. Let's see what's going on for you guys, okay? These readings have been longer lately. I think it's just this spread, like it just makes me dive deep, but let's see. All right, for Aquarius, please Spirit, what's the messages for Aquarius? The air signs really have this love going on at the moment, so let's see. Aquarius, like I don't know why, but the initial I could be important. I'm also seeing like an iguana. I don't know if any of you have like reptiles for pets or thinking about it. All right, let's see. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera. All right, for Aquarius, please. By the way, that's such an Aquarius thing. All right. Okay. And the initial A is, yeah, very, very important. Like, sorry, I just have to show you why. Because we have action on the bottom of the deck, and I will show and explain these. Angel of Love and Adversity all being in your reading so far. So let me pull the rest of the cards out for you, then we'll talk about it. All right, please Spirit for Aquarius. Past. Okay, present. Blockages. Current blockages. Interesting. Future. Don't know if I'm going to take that. It's facing down. I don't like that. I'm sorry. Near future, please. Okay, that jumped out my hand. It's a death card. Dun, dun, dun. It's not a bad thing. It's about transformation and change. So, but of course, it's powerful. It's a very powerful card. Does someone do karate or like jujitsu? I don't know. I'm kind of seeing like martial arts. All right. I will finish pulling these out. All right, for love, please. Ooh. Ooh, I'm sorry, I'm really excited. Actually, if you're single, then it won't be for long. If you're dating, it feels like something special. This feels good. I will show you. I'm not really ready for that, but oh no. Okay, we'll take all of them. I felt like it. And opportunity. Maybe that's how you feel when it comes down to love. Like, you're not ready for it, but oh, okay, I'll take it. All right, on the bottom of the deck, you do have the lovely Ace of Wands. So it feels like that makes a lot of sense with the action being on the bottom of the deck too. Like, it does feel like this is a new beginning and one where you're going to feel a lot more energetic and enthusiastic. And just like the Ace of Wands, there's energy coming in. There's fiery energy coming into your world. And it does feel like it's to do with the Angel of Love. Gemini had a love reading, but it was like emotional and watery. You're having one that's fiery. So if you are curious, maybe the sex life is going to be, but for some of you may not, but it's okay. By choice, probably. All right, let's dive in. So I am already kind of seeing a love relationship, but of course your oracle card, we have to go in. It does speak about the Angel of Love is coming through. Maybe some of you might be praying a lot more for a loving relationship. She has a rose quartz here as well. So if you do have that, it's been working because what you can't see coming is this King of Wands. And in terms of your love life anyways, the Queen of Wands. So we actually have a match. We have a couple, we have a pair, we have a perfect fit. Okay, this feels like a power couple. So if you're single, don't worry guys, I will move away from the love messages in a second, but as is here, I have to mention it. Okay, what's interesting is on the bottom of the deck you do have loneliness, and underneath that you have relationships. So again, some of you may have not had a relationship for a while and not even wanted to think about relationships, or have been feeling lonely in a relationship, in which case it feels like passion is being brought into your love life. Here's an affirmation for your relationship, and it says, I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. And an affirmation if you're feeling lonely is, I know that I'm never alone. All right. In terms of this relationship, as I was saying, it does feel like a power couple. It feels like you know, the ones that kind of dress well together. It feels like the ones who walk into the room and everyone, you know, knows that they have that chemistry. It's a very, very obvious, like I'm sensing a Leo. It doesn't have to be a Leo, but I am sensing like this is a relationship that is kind of like put on show, but it's naturally that way. People naturally look. People naturally can see that you two fit together, okay? Don't know why. Maybe you guys look similar, or there's something about again, like maybe you're just both super attractive. Like I just don't know what it is, but it's just something is drawing my energy into the fact that other people will be drawn to your energy. That's what it feels like. So moving away from that, we will dive into it a little bit later if you're interested, when I get to those parts. But for those of you who are getting a bit bored of the love story, let's pick up in your reading. So past energy is coming through the Two of Pentacles. Whenever the Two of Pentacles comes in, this represents being very busy and having a lot to deal with. So I'm going to go in and clarify. All right, Two of Pentacles for the past for Aquarius. Justice. A lot of you might have been dealing with contracts lately. Maybe you guys are trying to fix a contract, or maybe you've not been able to finalize something because something may have, you know, you may have wanted something to be rewritten. You wanted something to be more fair. We have the High Priestess here as well. Maybe you didn't trust something. Some of you might be like waiting for things to be made, you know, right, because you've been like juggling something or trying to be in two places at once kind of thing, like been very busy because of maybe what somebody did, because of some unfair action. It feels like now that the scales are balanced here, you're going to be balanced too. So that means that justice is happening if you've been in that situation. Current position, King of Pentacles. Finances are looking good for you this week, okay? So King of Pentacles is somebody who's worked very, very hard to be where he's at. And of course, it looks like it. When you look at him, you can see that he is high value, high worth, and works super hard and has done for a long time to be where he is at. Some of you could be receiving an offer from somebody in your workplace, all right? Definitely receiving acknowledgement. Some of you might be traveling and putting some investment towards like a home, for example, or traveling for a home. Maybe it's further away. This is also you kind of like moving. Okay, some of you, I do see that there's going to be a lot more stability in your life, by the way. Six of Swords is usually coming from things that have been very chaotic and into calmer waters, okay? I feel like if you feel like you're at a stable position now, then that's being very grateful, because I feel like it's going to get even better. Some of you may have had like a financial loss, or, you know, difficulty over finances. Maybe that's what this legal situation is. I do believe that this is you moving towards something a lot more stable in the near future, okay, which is very good. We got King of Cups as well. There could be a couple of people involved, but I'm going to see this as you. King of Cups is usually about staying on top of your emotions here, not allowing them to overwhelm you, being very clear and concise about when to use your emotions. It's mastery over those. Okay, so mastery over money, mastery over emotions. Like you guys are being very balanced and making your moves very wisely, which I love. You're very intuitive, okay, at this time with the King of Cups and the High Priestess. So your decisions that you're making moving forward are going to be very, very in alignment to that. When it comes down to your blockages though, like Eight of Wands is not necessarily a blockage. Eight of Wands could be communication. Maybe there's a lack of communication, or there's a miscommunication here. Eight of Wands usually is things moving in the right direction as well. So for that to be blocked, let's clarify. It just feels like maybe there's a little bit of holding back. Sometimes it's a fear of success, by the way. That's a real thing, because, you know, a fear of success and a fear of failure really kind of go hand in hand. The Four of Pentacles usually reminds me of the King of Pentacles anyways, but before he really understands how to use his resources. What he's holding on to here is things that are important to him. So it looks like money, can be money, but it could be anything in your world here that you might be holding on to. Fearful of opening up and going with the flow seems to be your blockage here, because you're fearful about what that might bring, whether it will take you in the right direction. Maybe you're not trusting very much. You know, there is a fear of opening up here and letting the universe do its thing, whether it's in terms of just how things play out in your life, or whether it is in terms of love, or, you know, people around you. There is this like unwilling to kind of give what you've really worked very hard for, which I understand. But when we are closed off like that, we're not allowing the blessings to come into our life either. We're so blocked that even the universe is blocked too. So pay attention to that. Usually the keyword cards has been matching up with the blockages. So we have adversity here, and the affirmation is, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. And I believe that that affirmation might actually help you to open up a little bit. I feel like this is just a fear. You know, when you block things from happening, like things, I feel like opportunities are going to be coming your way unless they have already been, and you might be rejecting them. Like, now's not the right time. Like, I'm not really ready for it now. Maybe another time, because you believe it will happen again. Like some of you, like I really just get this, you are very open to understanding that there is an abundance and, you know, unlimited resources in the world. I know that you know that, but there is this unwillingness to do it. Like I just don't know why. I feel like it's just a fear of adversity, a fear of success, a fear of failure. You're scared about having more because it means you have more to lose, Aquarius. That's what it feels like. I've stayed quiet to let that sink in for those who that resonated with, because it felt like a truth bomb. You know, it felt quite deep for those who resonate with that. In terms of the near future, sorry, my mouth can't keep up with my brain at the moment. We have the Death card. Okay, so big major transformation. This is an end of a chapter, beginning of a new one. Let's clarify in what area this is speaking about. Could very well be that self-sabotaging. I knew it. I was going to say if the Seven of Swords comes up, that's exactly what it is. It's the self-sabotaging. You are entering a new world with that Seven of Swords here. Some of you, I feel like you could be like... sorry. I feel like some of you might be trying to trick yourself into going into that new beginning, changing these things about yourself. Like, that's quite interesting. I'm trying to find an example where you could be doing that, but I'm struggling to do it on the spot and quickly. It's almost as if maybe some of you might just take on a responsibility, and that's your way of tricking yourself, like now you have to do it. You know, that might be the case. I just knew the Seven of Swords was going to come up. Like, I was waiting for it. And you have the Four of Swords. So again, you are healing from something that has been holding you back. Some of you, it is that past pain. We do the Three Swords here. Some of you, again, it could just be kind of beating around the bush a little bit. And again, it's just maybe a fear of reaching that Ten of Swords, because 7 and the 3 does... Sorry, I say 7 and the 3. This is the Four of Swords, but I'm looking at the 3 swords above here, and it's almost like this Ace of Swords doesn't count. It's the Ace. So you are kind of going to some sort of completion, and it is an end of this healing era, which is fine. I think we're always going to be healing in our life, but we're not going to be using that as an excuse not to do something. Does that make sense? For those who I'm reading for anyway, it feels like maybe you've been holding yourself back with that, like, I'm not ready, I'm not done yet, which is fine. But sometimes, like, and it makes sense if that is the case, but it feels like it reached a point where it just wasn't true anymore. We're always gonna be healing. Bear with me, I'm trying to get the message out and make it nice so people don't attack me for it, because what the universe is saying, if I'm gonna read like very open and honestly, they're saying here that you're healed enough to move forward, but there's been fear of that because you got so comfortable with being in the Four of Swords, which is fine. Taking a break, taking a time out, that's fine, but we get comfortable in that. And then what happens then is when an opportunity comes in where we want, whether it's, oh, hey, let's go hang out, and your goal is to socialize more. It's like, maybe not today, I'm not feeling it. Oh, I don't feel like it. You know, I need to just heal today. I don't know what it is, but you are going to be entering this new phase. The Death card is happening. There's an end of this healing era. You're moving into action, which is what this represents. The Ace of Wands, that passion, that energy. So for a lot of you, it kind of feels like you're tricking yourself out of this. Maybe part of you, again, just wants to rest, but it feels like you might be setting yourself up, like dates, and I don't just mean romantic dates, but I mean it in like you are setting plans for yourself and tricking yourself into getting out of this Four of Swords energy, which is not bad in this case. It does feel like self-sabotaging, but you're getting over it, which is good. And the Wild card again represents that new beginning and glow up, by the way, which is lovely. Lovely, lovely stuff. Now, in terms of what you can't see coming, we do have this lovely King of Wands. This not only speaks of your ideas, your boost for, drive, energy. You might feel like, working out a little bit more. You might feel like, just kind of going with the flow a bit more, which is good. This is something you can't see coming because it's also your blockage. But again, whatever it is that you're doing in the near future, it feels like this is opening up the doors for this King of Wands energy. The universe is like, hello, you're gonna talk about the queen that I put there? Because I put it there for a reason. Oh, interesting. One more. We got a lot. This person may have a lot of feminine influence in their family or in their world in general, okay? Because we do have this energy. So don't worry, I'm not picking up on anything like third party. It's not that. If we're going to speak about love in general, we do have, we have head over heart actually coming through this combination as well. Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups here. Feels like some of you, again, like you're not going to trust this person straight away if they're new. Some of you might need to make head over heart or balance the both of them out for this kind of situation. I feel like this person's honest. I feel like this is a connection where you both are like perfectly suited for each other. We have the Strength card here just to show off the fact that I felt like there was that Leo energy. It's because it's a strong, fiery connection, and with lots of lions coming in to represent the relationship, to be honest, and the two of you as people. But Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, this feels like maybe some influences around this person, or either you or them. All right, if there are external people, of course, take what they have to say. If it resonates with you, for example, people's advice. Somebody could be very cold, somebody's super emotional, like somebody has like a mixture of people around them. You have lots of different advice for the situation. But I feel like at the end of the day, only really you can decide, because you're the person in it or the one that feels it. All right, let's clarify this, what you can't see coming. Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords. We have that Strength card still being there on the bottom of the deck here. Again, Wounded Warrior and an Overthinker. I feel like the both of you have been hurt, if I'm going to be honest. But I feel like one is more capable of kind of pushing pride aside and is able to kind of reach out a little bit to console the other. My brain switches off during readings, to be honest. Like, I'm not me anymore. I'm just a vessel who knows absolutely nothing about words or anything. So Nine of Swords is overthinking. Nine of Wands is being super guarded, having gone through hell, and is like ready to, ready to fight again if they need to end a situation or to come out the other side of the tornado, as you'd call it. So I feel like there is some fears here, and maybe that's why the head over heart situation is here. But as long as they're balanced, logically, you can see what you see. Emotionally, I do believe that this is kind of one of those relationships where you feel things very intensely and quite soon in a dynamic. But there is an energy of having to get over some sort of fears. Maybe through that logic might be helpful. In terms of love, which is the same thing, you have the Knight of Pentacles, so slow and steady wins the race, as they say. You do have the Hierophant coming through, so there definitely is a relationship with a person that maybe you manifested. Gemini, Virgo, Taurus energy, doesn't matter. This is a very insane chemistry. Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady. We don't need to rush this. You are showing up as the Queen of Wands, which is, again, about attractiveness, and your ambition might be very attractive to someone. It might be attracting in a very ambitious person. Two of you are very similar. That's what it feels like, okay? Queen of Cups coming in again for love. The Sun. And there's a lot of happy emotions. Look at this. I do sense, because we have the Devil here, I don't see anything bad. I feel like, of course, if there are any bad habits or addictions, then they can be worked on here, which is fine. This does speak of like obsessions or attractions, like a hardcore like sexual tension, I'm not gonna lie. You have the Ace of Cups and you have the Sun, which is happiness, truth, unconditional love and peace, and the Queen of Cups here. So your feelings will sense this before it happens, but I do still think you're still going to be careful and you're still going to push through very cool, calm, collected, and slowly. But emotionally, I feel like you're already all in, but you're trying to not maybe be codependent. You're trying to not fall back into old habits. You're trying not to go towards, maybe toxic people. You're ready to see the signs and run away if necessary, but you're open, which is what matters the most, is what Spirit's saying, because you were not open before. Okay, in terms of, because I am running my mouth a little bit here, advice, same thing. Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady, again, will help you to be able to look at everything first. Here we go. My computer is saying I'm speaking too much. Now it's lost me. Come back. It will help you be able to see things. When we rush straight ahead, we don't see everything, but this way we're going to see things how they are. In terms of work, feels good. In terms of just your life in general, it looks good. You're moving forward. There's a lot more action again coming into your life now that you're open. It's not just in one area. I feel like it's going to flood into all the areas. There's a lot of movement coming through. There is going to be very open and honest conversations, and somebody is going to be expressing their feelings. There is a head-to-head coming up here between you and somebody. Somebody's ready to kind of wear their heart on their sleeve. The other person wants to kind of wait it out just a little bit. But it feels like a very good conversation where both of you are going to understand each other's feelings. In terms of your opportunity this week is to move forward. It's that openness. It's that running ahead, chasing your dreams and goals like the Chariot does. That again could be some travel or movement involved. Some of you might be getting a car around this time, or fixing a car. All right. But for a lot of you, you are gaining balance now. That yin and yang energy is going to really help you, just like this, to take action. Okay. Get you some of this. The Chariot also knows, he knows to stay balanced, because even if he reaches a bumpy road, he's able to deal with the adversity. Okay, so it's about believing in yourself for Aquarius. Some of you might have a bit of a fake friend around you. Be careful of that. I think maybe you know that already. All right, we have 4-leaf clover, great good fortune. We have tent, temporary situation. That could be to do with some sort of challenge that you're having to overcome. That could be somebody around you working against you or behind your back. This is just a hater energy, to be honest with you. You guys are going to be receiving some good news. We have a dark woman here, dealings a relationship with a woman with dark hair and complexion. You have the Claw, be careful, do not take risks. I think a lot of you are aware of that already. And we have time to get out of a situation. That could be that self-sabotaging ways that we felt in that death card. All right. You are ending that situation, but that could also be that hater. All right. You're getting rid of that. But anyway, Aquarius, I love you guys. Wish you all the best. Thank you so much for being here with me. Let me know if the reading helped, if it resonated. I'd love to know. But aside from that, I hope to see you guys next time. All right.